Howdy folks. Now, have you ever seen the like? I know I haven't, and I'm going to ask you to stop, because I can hear them now. I can hear the keys going on the keyboards of everyone watching this. Why do you want a loader on the front of a Unimog? Well, we'll get to that. Forget the loader for a minute. Unimog U435, the new UNI-TOUCH, 350 horsepower. We're off up to CERES. Got CERES BARNSTORMER on, a monstrous grain pusher, or pusher of anything really. It doesn't have to be grain. Was it 18 metres, I think? Something like that, 18 metres, 20 metres. It's a lump. So it's usually all strapped on. We're heading north, let's go. Just before we go though, we need to do a walk around check. Now the old Unimog makes this quite easy. We press the light button at the bottom and it activates basically all of the lights, not just the side lights, indicators, brake lights, cycles them on and off. There you go. See indicators in a minute. There you go, indicators, so you can indicates, brakes, fogs. You can test all your lights without having to, you know, jam the brake pedal or anything like that. So that's a nice little touch. Just press the old nice little touch. That is Unimog Mercedes. Look at the headstock on this monster. Monstrous thing. That, you know, that's all headstock. So yeah, anyway, let's get her fired up, get her on the road. Right, that beeping is the pedestrian alarm, almost like parking sensors. So sensors all around the front of the Unimog, and it senses, a bit like park distance control, senses how far away you are from stuff, so then it comes up with a visual and audible warning on the dash. We are away. Oh, it's nice. It's very nice. Let this car go through. Don't bother putting your hand up. About right, isn't it? So we've got an 8-speed we've got an 8-speed manual gearbox that you can control manually with the lever, but it's still computer controlled. So yeah, it's a manual box that is shifted automatically by the computer. There is also a low range box for field operations. Cheers, mate. She makes a nice noise. So we're just getting up to cruising speed. It is nice out there. It's just like driving a lorry. I mean, obviously, forward control cab. The only difference being is the so I can't pronounce it very. The Hauer loader, H-A-U-E-R. And I didn't realise this loader, or loaders, have been available on Unimogs from year dot. And of course, you might think, well, why the hell would you want a loader on the front of, well, basically an off-road lorry? Well, it's something that Mercedes offer on the Unimog, and there are a few in the country being used. Ibitz, the supplying dealer, who actually, this is the only UNI-TOUCH on demonstration at the minute, and Ibitz, Arthur Ibitz, my local dealer, which I quite regularly go there for you know, sundries, tools and that sort of stuff. They're local onions and nits. They're the only ones that have got a UNI-TOUCH Unimog, so quite a thing for them, like. Hence why it's going to be up on the CERES stand, like. Going to show it off a little bit, and hence why it's got the loader on. Really, it just, I mean, I didn't know you could get loaders on these, and I was just saying, why would you want one? Well, there's a chap in the UK that's does you know, transports bio waste, you know, chip-ins, you know, wood chip-ins, that sort of stuff, and he's got a kind of like a wood chip grab that goes on the front, and he uses the Unimog for that. And I'll tell you what, you may scoff, but as you can probably see, and I'll show you a bit better later on, the visibility to the loader is brilliant because there's nothing in the way. You haven't got a you ain't got a bonnet like you have on a tractor loader, so you have actually got a little bit more forward reach. Here we are, going around the good old famous Black Cat. Which is a bit tight now because obviously all the road works. They are getting on with it though, you see. I'll have to do a an update drone video. They've done a lot of works recently. So nice and steady around the roundabout. And we're off. It does have a lovely note to it. From obviously an ultra modern engine with all the emissions control on. It does sound very nice. We're just jingling up the Great North Road. And it's been a while since I've been up here. Not had reason to come up the Great North Road, and it is very uneven. I tell you, I'm glad I've got, well, my trailer on, which is obviously full commercial spec, tri-axle, full air suspension, and this has got coils all round, and it's just sucking the bumps up like you wouldn't believe. And you would think the loader would make it a bit noddy, but it doesn't seem to affect driving at all. It's lovely to drive. You don't even really notice you got it on there. That is a consideration though when you are, you know, if you have one of these, you need a trailer on the back that's, you know, capable. No use having a farm spec trailer on there. You need a, you know, a 90 km/h trailer. Two-stage exhaust brake on this, which is very, very effective. See if we can hear it a little bit. Yeah, that's not me. There you go, down changing for me. Very, very good exhaust brake. Keep want to do that, change gear, but she's doing it for me. Beautiful smooth change on it, like. Power. 250 horsepower. Now it sounds like, well, that's a lot, but you think to achieve high speeds you need power. You know, you think your average Arctic unit lorry now, it's what, 500 horse? Used to be about 460, but I'd say on average they're 500 now. So this has got, you know, you need a bit of horsepower to maintain that power, maintain the speed at, you know, when you get to a hill and that sort of stuff. And it's not lacking, let me tell you. Granted, I haven't got a lot of weight on. My trailer plus Pusher weighs 3 ton, I think, so I'm not, you know, I'm not heavy. But even still, it's, you know, it's cracking on. I'm just in the overrun now, down this hill. It's going to let me foot completely off the accelerator now. There's the exhaust brake coming on. Obviously full truck style mirror package, so very good visibility all around in the lorry. But unlike a lorry, or most lorries, you've got a big old window at the back, so you can see out the back. Well, good old Google doesn't know what I'm driving, does it? I merely put in that I didn't want to go on the motorways because it's a bit and it like so. Up north, I've never been this way, but to avoid the A1M up from sort of Alconbury to Peterborough, up the North Road, the Great North Road, and then yeah, now we're on single trackers, but we'll be all right. At least it's single trackers with, you know, plenty of room to pull off. So, but yeah, we've got a little bit of a diversion now till we get back on the A1, and then we're good. But yeah, it's still a bit of a grey area, the motorway thing. I mean, back in the day when I was at JWB, we got a baling contract up over at Northampton, and the boss, he contacted the police and said, cheers mate, thank you, appreciate that. Can we go up the motorway with the tractors? Far easier than, you know, going all round Will's mother's. Police said, yeah, that's fine, you just need lights on. I think it was lights on the tractor, definitely a light on the back, need to be able to do at least 40 mile an hour, which the fast tracks could. Oh, this looks fun, doesn't it, like? And we all got bits of paper, you know, signed by the police to say, oh Jesus, this is a sharp bend, to say that you know, we could do it, and we went up the M1. Let's hope it don't get any worse. So yeah, so I mean, whilst we went up there 2 or 3 times, and whilst we were up there, I had police go past me. I mean, it's quite odd, you know, fast track's fairly quick, 40 mile an hour, but you know, motorway traffic, obviously lorries thundering past, cars just constant, bang, 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 bang. So yeah, it was a bit odd, but yeah, I had police go past me, didn't pull me or anything. We went up there in like a convoy, two balers lot. So it can be done, but I mean, it's like I say, it's a grey area. And today, here now, you know, it would have been far easier for me to just boss straight up, carry straight on the A1, on the A1M, but I don't fancy getting pulled, and am I legal, am I not legal? So we're on a little country road, like, at least, I mean, at least my trailer turns good. I've got a car behind me now. You'll have to wait, mate, till I can find somewhere to pull over. Yeah, we've got to do a bit of a loop, and then we can get back on north of Peterborough on dual carriageway rather than motorway. But when I was looking at the route, I thought, well, it looks through villages, but I didn't realise it was single tracks up through here. But hey ho. I'll just pull over here, let this car past. I'm that kind of nice chap. Oh yeah, there's a bump there. Now you can hear the exhaust brake. That's actually slowing it down, not even just holding it, slowing it down. Go to stage 1. That's in stage 1 now, we were 2. So it's just letting it pick up a little bit now. Back to stage 2. Slowing it down nice. Well, it's a nice area we're in anyway, like. It does look like up ahead we've got hopefully a 2-way road coming up. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Like I said, this is the first time I've driven a Unimog. Always been fast tracks like. And one of the reasons I got the fast track was obviously transport. I wanted to be able to move the TW about. Yeah, so I was just getting a bit worried there looking at this, what we got in front. But like, coming up here with the fast track, I would consider that a long way. Right, we're clear. Obviously in this 55 mile an hour, 56 mile an hour, you know, you wouldn't hesitate going up the country, like, you know. So it's no bother at all. But yeah, I wouldn't really be volunteering with a fast track to do this journey. You'd do it, but you know, you'd be, well, at least another hour longer than this, I reckon. So we're about 5 minutes away now. I don't know how long we've been, a couple of hours I think. Fresher than a daisy I am. And I'm also, I've fallen a little bit in love. I do like this thing. It is nice. Very comfy, very fast. Stops well, very comfy. You know, I rate my comfort. Probably it's going back to the fast track now, it's going to seem very slow. But yeah, no, I do like it. I do like it. And like I said, the loader on the front absolutely hasn't been in the way at all on this journey. Doesn't, you know, when you're pulling out at a junction, it's not so far in front that you have to poke it out. Well, I haven't had to anyway. The other thing to remember, of course, like if you're going to compare this to say a fast track, which is probably, it's either you compare it either to a fast track or a lorry. There it's two competitors. So you compare it to a fast track fuel economy wise, you're going to get a lot better fuel economy out of this. Obviously proper mechanical transmission. Obviously, you know, it's going to be far superior to, you know, my fast track. It won't be quite as good as a standard lorry, because obviously you've got a bit more rolling resistance. So you've got the big chunky tyres on, you've got, you know, it's four-wheel drive as well, so you've got a bit more drag and everything like. So it's not going to be quite as good as your standard lorry, but it'll be a lot better fuel economy wise than a tractor, a lot better. If you're doing, you know, a lot of transport, it's certainly worth considering. And if you do it, you know, occasionally need to do a bit of loader work, I know it seems silly, but that's not a bad thing. And hopefully when we get to the show, because we're nearly here now, we'll be able to do a little bit of loader work with it. Alright, so we're just coming on to the 17. We've got 3 miles to go before we get to Mr. Ward's farm, Wardy's Waffle. I'm not touched the brake, by the way, that's the exhaust brake doing all the work. CERES event. There we go. That's a good sign, isn't it? See, no need for me to poke out, poke the front out. Plenty of, you know, it's not that far out that you can't see. So we're up here, second left by the looks of it. Let's trust the old Google. Yes, cereals, production traffic. That's what we want to see. Is occasionally having a bit of a fit. Whether it's my trailer that is setting off the bulb faulty warning or not, I don't know. They're all LED on the trailer, as you know. So follow it around here. Oh, I can see it. You might just see it in the camera. It's just over there to our right. So a lot of tents up already. So I don't know if the others are up here. Darren's bringing a load up, I know that. He texted me this morning, so I'll see you up there. I did invite him if he wanted to come and sit shotgun in here just for a ride out, but he's been he's taking some bits up. Martin will be up here. So right here. So obviously the Unimog's going to be on stand. So come and see that. Come see what you think to the loader. It's not as ridiculous as you first think. So I don't want a load of comments saying, "Oh, that's stupid, that's stupid, that's stupid," because not for some folk. Most folk aren't going to want it, but some folk have bought them with them on and are using them. So it's obviously got a use for some people. We're going to have what else we got? What else we got? We've got I think a couple of class Scorpions holding stuff up. The massive where are we going here? Straight on, I should think. The massive not in there, no. The massive grain pusher I've got on the back is going on a class Torion. Is it the 1914? I've never been that sure of classes loader number, you know, their wheel loader numbering system. It's the 1917 or the big one anyway, because you need a big one on here. So that's going to be on stand. And I think Martin's organised, like a bit like last year. There's going to be all the YouTubers, influencers, whatever you want to call us, Muppets. But I think we're going to be all on stand at about 11 o'clock-ish. For like a meet and greet and that sort of thing. So swing by and come and say hello. I think we want to go in here. Not a clue where Martin's stand is. It's like a nice nice layout. Fast tracks. So, we're here. We made it. Pusher's still on the back of the trailer, which is all good. And we've got someone in high vis waiting for us by the looks of it. Jobs are good, boys. So here we are. Stand is just down there in front of us. We've got Opico here, John Deere are them tent. We can see the combine from here. John Deere's there. We've got Cousins here. You got the obviously the plots here for the working for the spray demonstrations and all that. So yeah, it's a nice looking setup. Oh, Unimog did well. Absolutely lovely to drive. Yes, it looks a little bit odd with the old loader on the front, but like I say, if you need one, Mercedes will put one on for you. Job's a good one. But if you don't need one, you don't have to have one on there. You can have a 55 mile an hour off-road truck. So you got the Hauer front loader that utilises the whole chassis to hold it on. so that ain't going to fall off anytime soon. All the spools on the front, you got power beyond as well. These are your front sensors, rear facing sensors. In here we've got the cooling pack, so that swings back like that. Then you've got these little clips, 2 of them. That then opens up so you've got good access to clean your rads out. 250 litre diesel tank. You'll see here, it's got CTI, so central tire inflation, all controlled from the cab with various presets that you can adjust and everything. We'll get to the cab in a minute, because the cab is like basically most Bond tractors. Everything is programmable now. So yeah, you can just adjust the tyre pressures just from the flick of a switch in the cab. 3-way tip-in rear deck, which we've got a nice, what was that, about a ton weight I think in, which has been quite nice just because that the offsets that front loader. But you can see, so it's lovely and level. This one sits on coil springs. Probably not gonna get on the floor. Can you see up in there? So she's on coils. There is obviously a option for self-leveling rear, which this hasn't got, but you know you can spec it, of course. On the back you can spec it. You've got the usual air, ABS, 7-pin, 24 volt truck plugs, 3-point pickup hitch on this. Obviously you can spec a 3-point hitch as well. Hitch camera there. You've got a rear camera on there as part of the sensor package. Again, you've got more spools on the back. And if we come round to the other side, you've got a little, you've got your coolant here and everything as well. You've got a little screen wash, and you've got in there, which you can open the door for, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there you go. You've got a nice little cubbyhole thing there. I think that's a bit of a, what's that for? Well, in the back there is a little pole that screws onto, so you can clean your windows. And you see you've got the little toolkit there, you've got the jack and everything to jack her up if you want to change a wheel. There is also an air Susie coil in there with a blaster to do your rads and everything. And there is your air for it. So that's a real good, nice little touch. Yeah, very nice touch. I think it looks good in that colour as well. What is it? Sort of a, I suppose it's a gunmetal, isn't it? Gunmetal grey. Again, more spools. What else have we got? So AdBlue's this side. There's your stack on her. Batteries are there. You've got your isolator. More mid mounts. Obviously for stuff on the side. There you go. Like I said a minute ago, basically they build these to spec. So you'll come to Ibits, for example, and say, I want a U435, so 350 horsepower. I want the front loader on it, or I don't want the front loader. I want 3-point linkage. I want self-leveling rear suspension. I don't want the deck on it. I want something else on it. They'll build it to your spec. So they don't just sort of like, build stock machines. They just build to spec. So yeah, very, very, very nice bit of kit. Obviously LED lighting package on it. Real nice bit of kit. Anyway, a bit of a closer look at this pusher while we wait for the others to get here. That is, there you go, it's my finger. I've got quite chubby fingers. 40mm headstock that is. So yeah, like I say, it's not a, I mean, look at the actual, all the bracing for the headstock. I mean, ginormous. And it keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going, and a bit more. So that's the end. Here's obviously the blade end. I mean, it's a monstrous bit of kit, and then yeah, that's not quite as long as the other section, but it's not far off. So when you got that all bolted together and swinging around on the end of a wheel loader, blimey, yeah, decent damage. You can certainly push up a hell of a pile, hell of a bit of kit. Finally, after about an hour and a half's wait, the boys have got here. So it makes quite a convoy if it was all together. I've got Martin here, he's got more pushers on. 3 pushers in fact. Yeah, fire. And then, oh, it's only George's mate.
Hello, George.
Hello, Darren. And you've got...
I've just seen the world famous Wardy's waffle up there.
Yeah, I've had a chat with him and all, like, yeah. Yeah, and you've got all the gear on here, mate. Look at it. Yeah. All the gear. Still on there.
Yeah, nothing's fell off.
That's one of the Scorpions we've got, a 741. George's mate's on that. Martin's got a 756. The Torian's not here yet, that'll be here tomorrow, I think. The big old Torian, so we can't get the big pusher on mine together. Well, no, we could get it together, I suppose, but we can't get it mounted on the Torian because it's not here. So rain's stopped play for the minute. We just sort of getting, or Martin just there in getting rained on. He's just getting his head round wherever where he wants stuff, so we can put stuff down and leave it down. But yeah, I've retreated to the cab of the Mog, so we're fairly well. Well, basically we're all unloaded now, apart from me, because we haven't got the loader here to unload me, so that's staying on. But we have got the bag lift that's going on the front loader of this. So we're going to get that hooked on, but we'll just have a quick look at the new computer control system for this Unimog. Brand new system, it's only one of its kind in the country at the minute, supplied by Arthur Ribbit, and it's easiest way to describe it is it's very similar to all other tractor type systems, i.e. it's fully customizable. So you got all these profiles here, so you can put in any profile you want, user profiles, so I can have it, then Darren can put his profile in, or specific machine functions like for seeding, running in a chipper, anything like that, for different oil flows and all that sort of stuff. So there's your 4 spool valves, all infinitely controllable, and all the buttons are all configurable to what you want. I'd have to literally go through that on its own in another different video, because there's so much on that computer that you can do, but basically it's fully customizable. So at the minute, red spool controls the loader up and down, green spool operates the crowd like that. And you think, well, that's okay, George, but that's not great. But there is an option to have a joystick, so let me show you. So down here on the driver's armrest, slide that off, and then there we go. Yeah, look look at that. How cool is that? So that just clips on like so. Activate it on the screen, and there we go. So I am now doing that all with this lovely little joystick just there. And you can do your forward reverse. That little sort of sensor pad there enables you to put the loader into float. So you can change direction and do everything on that little joystick now. So let's get it hooked up. It should be quite interesting. So that's the end of Sunday. We've made a start, got a few things in spot. Very nice chunky log grabber. This is the new bit of kit, this is, isn't it, Martin?
Yep, vertical tree grab.
Yeah, vertical tree grab, there you go.
If you've got a row of conifers, you can just drive up, grab them,
Rip them out,
or chainsaw them off and carry them off. If you're in a tight place, a lot of farmers put conifers in their yards.
Yeah.
Now they've got rows of conifers they've got to get rid of.
Yeah.
Grab them,
It won't
chainsaw them off and carry it around the yard and put it down where you want it.
Yeah. Nice bit of kit. The old Unimog. Bag lifters. The mogs. We haven't got the mogs sorted properly yet because I've still got stuff to put in here. So, and of course we've still got to make that. But yeah, things are progressing well. Stand 820. So I think as you come in, you'll come in sort of just over there, and we're fairly well close to the corner of the demonstration area. So you should see us fairly easy, yeah. So the old Mog, I kind of fell in love with it a little bit, even with its thing on the front. But no, what a lovely machine. Yeah, it really was quite a pleasure bringing that up here, just like driving a lorry. Might have to have a word with Ibbits, and we'll have that back at some point. Put it to some, some not just straight up the motorway sort of up the A road, if you know what I mean. A bit more interesting work. Yeah, loader. It's there if you want it. We've got the bag lifter on it, so. You'd easily fill a fertiliser spreader, drill with it. So, like with my trailer on, for example, load that up with seed, and you've got to go 30 miles down the road, no bother. Don't need to put the loader on there because you've got the loader on here. This will happily load the drill or the fertiliser, whatever you're doing, and just a cracking bit of kit. So, yeah, well, I think we need to have another look at one of them lot, but. Yeah, I am a little bit in love with that, and yeah, the old so it's going to seem slow in comparison, isn't it? But there we go. Very, very nice bit of kit. If you're coming Wednesday, Thursday, make sure you come and have a look at it. Stand 820. If you look in the description, you will see a discount code to get in. So do that, and then you'll get a bit of a discount on your tickets. So yeah, we'll see you there, won't we, boys?
Told the discount code.
Yes, discount code is in the description, so
yep.
And you'll get a few quid off.
Grain
so
25.
Is it grain 25?
Yep, grain 25 in capitals.
There we go.
Off.
Put that in 50%.
50% off your tickets.
Well, that's not a bad little deal, is it, lot?
That gets you in the door for next year for diddly squat.
There you go.
You can buy tickets for that as well. If you buy them now, you'll get the same discount.
Oh, you can pre-order.
Pre-order now for diddly squat next year.
CERES top tip for you. There you go.
Yep, save your money.
Yeah. See you Wednesday, Thursday.